Hello and welcome back. This is Steve at Bucks Coins. Welcome you back to the channel. Today we have a pre-decimal coin hunt. I went into my pre-decimal coins and I basically grabbed a couple of handfuls of coins and counted out around about 20 so I could show them to you today. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. So let's start off. And we start off with one of the smaller coins in the pre-decimal range, and that was from 1959, and it is a sixpence coin. As you can see, we have some differential, is it rusting or discoloration? It is a bluey green colour, and it's somewhat takes away from the coin. 1959, sixpence. Standard sort of sixpence. It has the four flowers of the realm, or the four national flower emblems: the tudor rose, the thistle, the clover, and I think it's supposed to be, I think it's the leek, but the blue coloration is hiding it somewhat. So that's the first one. We compare it to the second one, which is also of the same value, sixpence, but this one was the reign of George the VI. It was from 1948. There's George the VI. 1948. It has, I think it's the Edward crown with his cipher underneath. GR, is it GRJ? Is it, or GR? It might be GRJ. It's from 1948. Now, these ones are slightly, it's just something different on those coins compared to other sixpences. The same could be said of these ones as well. This is a 1941 old castellated 3p, or threepenny bit. It shows the flax seeds. 1941, of course it's going to be George the VI. You compare that to a more modern, in fact from the last year of minting of the threepenny bit. We have a portcullis on the back from 1967 from our own current Queen Elizabeth II. We have a half crown from the last year of mintage, 1967. It has the full shield with ER either side of the shield with the crown above it. It's from 1967, and on the obverse side is the second portrait of the Queen. It's the second or first? Can't quite work that out. The second half crown, exactly the same design as the previous one, but from 1954. So those are two more towards my date run. Pennies, 1961. You've got the lighthouse clearly in the background. You can see everything in the coin itself, including the full trident. 1 penny. The sea's calm in the background there. 1961, I said, was 50. Yes, 1961. Queen Elizabeth II. Let's go with another penny. This one is her father's, George VI, from 1948. 1 penny. Again, the only wear, and we tend to get this on all of these penny coins, is on the Britannia shield. We tend to lose the Union flag from the shield itself. You can make out that it's supposed to be a Union flag, but you don't get the full. And I just wonder if that part is slightly more raised than the rest of the coin, and that's why it shows the wear more clearly. So another one from Elizabeth's reign from 1967, which is the last year that this was these coins were created. And again, you can see, in fact, the full Union flag, but it is very faint. But you do see the full flag. This one has got some crud on it. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Some black. I don't know if it's paint or whether it's just dirt and can be cleaned off. Cleaning the coins is a very touchy subject amongst a lot of coin collectors. Some swear by it, some say, oh no, you must never do it under any circumstances. My decision is it's still out. If they're cleaned properly, then on some of the older coins it helps historically, but if it isn't, then you are open to destroying the coin quite easily, so you have to be very careful and know exactly what you're doing before you even attempt it. This one is a halfpenny from 1967, so it's Queen Elizabeth II. It has the galleon on there. It's Sir Francis Drake's galleon. The sea is slightly rougher than the other halfpennies that you may have seen in the past. Let's see if this one shows. Is this one still? Yeah, this one's still got the rough sea as well. It's a 1965 halfpenny. Again, Elizabeth. No real wear on them on this. And the last halfpenny from 1963 from Elizabeth. Again, shows a slightly rougher sea. This one's got some slight discoloration to it. It seems to have a white, somewhat like a white powder, white rust type stuff right going up the centre mast. We have a silver shilling. Well, we don't. We have a 1961 shilling from England. It's the English shilling. It's got the three lions lying down or passant within a shield with the crown above it. This is the English 5 penny or 1 shilling bit, or bob, depending on where you come from. Elizabeth II, as we said, 1961. We have two smaller sixpences. One from 1957 from Elizabeth II, so it shows the floral design, which is the 4 flowers of the nation. And the second one is from her father's reign, which just shows George R on it, from 1951, which was the last year of his reign, the last full year of his reign, and it shows George VI. I've been holding this one back, I'm not sure why. This one's marked 5 shillings, and it shows the Queen on her horse. The 5 shillings is also known as a crown. It shows there the individual flags of the 4 nations. So you've got the Harp of Ireland, the 3 lions passant of England, the lion, standing lion of Scotland, and obviously the 3 lions. Is it the 3? Where's the Welsh dragon? Seems to have 2 lots of lions on there. The lions lying down. You have the 4 symbols or floral symbols of the nations. You've got the leek, the thistle, the English Tudor rose, and the clover, or it is a clover, 4-leaf clover of Ireland. This one's a crown. I'm not sure the date. Let me try and find it. I think this one is the crown for Elizabeth actually coming to the throne. So it'd be 1952 or either the 1952 one for her coming to the throne, or the 1953 for the 1 year anniversary of her coming to the throne. the last silver coin in this particular hunt is a 2 shilling piece, which is from 1962, and it shows the normal floral design that is prevalent in Queen Elizabeth II's reign. The last 5 coins that we have are all penny pieces. This one's probably one of the worst for wear. It's from 1920, which makes it George V. But there seems to be a lot of discoloration. You seem to have different toning throughout the coin. You've got lighter toning over this side and darker toning over this side. It seems to be streaked, the toning does as well, which means to me this has been somewhere where it's had either sunlight or some other different types of, or it's tried to be cleaned. I'm not sure which. The shield is virtually totally obliterated. It's not in very good condition, but everything is quite clear on there still, apart from the detail in the shield. You can still see the full 1 penny. The trident coming down out of her hand, you lose the staff, if you like, but it's 100 years old. For that sort of age, it's not too bad a condition. Next one is the ubiquitous 1967. Millions and millions and millions of these made, hundreds of millions of them made. There's not much more you can say. It's the last coin that was minted for the penny. It was 1967. It's not in great condition by any means, but it's okay. So it's in okay condition overall for a penny, but for its age, I'd have liked to see it in a lot better condition. Next one is 1961 penny. Again, there is some loss on this coin, around the shield in particular. The details of the flag are there, but you have to sort of look quite closely to see them. Not too bad a condition overall, I suppose, but it's still not top quality. It's decent, but not top quality. We go back to 1915, the next one, which is George V again, and this one, you can see all the details in this one. You can see the staff of the trident quite clearly. You've lost the detail in some of the detail in the dress and the shield, but for a coin that's 105 years old, not bad at all. You don't know where these coins have been. They've been held all over the place. And the last one is the oldest of these 1 pennies. This is a veiled the older bust of Victoria. This was the last of the Victorian busts that you see on coins. It's the draped veil, as it's called. The date is actually the last year she was on the throne, which was 1901. The detail is quite significantly lost. You lost all of the 1 on this side, and the penny is, you can make out what it is simply because you know that it's a penny, but you've only got a couple of letters from there. You can see the P and one of the N's and part of the Y. The rest of it's been worn away with time. So although this coin is fairly old anyway, I have seen better ones in better condition from this year. So that finishes this coin hunt. If you have a look down there, that's where our coins are. I hope you've enjoyed this hunt, and if you have, could you please give me a thumbs up, because it does help the video and also myself and the channel. If you've been watching these videos and have not yet subscribed, could you please do so. If you're first time here and you've enjoyed this video, I'd like you to join me again, and please subscribe and join me again in other videos. In the meantime, ta-ra for now.